friends, and welcome to Narrative Notions, where we unleash our unbridled opinions about all things books, TV shows, movies, anything media. All opinions are our own, and we apologize for nothing. Hashtag Dead Dove Do Not Eat. And we are your hosts, Bianca, and this is.
Bethany.
And today, I should hopefully have a working microphone. Have I had many technical difficulties today? Yes. Absolutely. Things have changed up. Also, I'll be showing you something in the background in just a moment. But today we are going to be talking about, well, we're going to be doing Smash or Pass Book Tropes Edition. Also, this is a mug that Bethany got me for Christmas? Birthday? One of those. She
Something.
also got me a matching bowl. So I have some ice water in here. And before we get into everything, I have a little life update. I have some little babies behind me. And of course, as always, Diana and Grace are going to be really excited about the little babies. So their names are Fruit Punch and High C. And you can literally just barely see the little orange of them. I'm going to bring them up so that you guys can see them. They're kind of spicy little Wendy's nuggets, but you're going to get to see them. And then I'm going to put them back. They're not wanting to eat right now. I brought them home today. They don't want to eat. We're working through it. It's fine. So my big cats will not be in the room because little kittens are getting used to life. Bethany, if you want to start with your currently reading and watching list while I grab some nuggets, go for it.
Okay. I actually don't have anything for my updated reading or watching list. Um, I think I'm not going to put a pause on reading for the most part, but because I have been reading a lot recently, it has given me it has rejuvenated my writing ideas. So I am going to be working on that a little bit more instead of reading because I have been neglecting my writerly duties. So that's I will not be ditching reading, obviously, but it'll be a lot slower than usual. But I don't have any watching updates either. It's
How
a boring
boring.
update. I know.
For my friends on Spotify, I am currently holding Fruit Punch. He's the spicier of the two. He's trying to crawl into my neck. This is High C. They are both orange. They're only a month and a half old. And they're just very small. They're just a little bit more than a pound.
Cute. Precious.
So little babies. My currently reading list. I'm still reading Whispers of the Deep. I stopped at 78% because it started irritating me. Still reading Demure by Hope E. Davis. I haven't made any progress in it since last time. And I have started Fourth Wing because my library loan that I put in for, I started at number 266th in line. And then it's been steadily going down, and I was 115th in line, and then it went from 115th to your loan is now ready within literally a couple of hours. So I started that on, I think, the 14th, something like that. I am how much percent in? I am 50% in. I do like it so far. It's literally Divergent with dragons. That's what it is. That is what it is. My friend was like, I don't know if you'll like it. I like it so far. It just is Divergent with dragons. But it's fine. Currently watching still Parasite the Grey. I finished my rewatch of season 2 of Bridgerton the yesterday. No. Well, technically yesterday morning because I was up until 2:30 in the morning finishing that bag that I was working on, and I will put a picture of it here somewhere that I finished for my friend's birthday. And now I will be working on one for Bethany, and hers will be peach instead of black. And I can take my time with it and then ship it to her. Am I watching anything else? I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. All right. Tropes.
All right. So I have like a generator of things, and it's going to give me random plots or tropes. So the first one, which is kind of funny. So bad guys who can't aim.
Smash.
Really? Hmm.
I think
I'm
that
kind
would
of
be funny.
I'm kind of on like I'm kind of in the middle just because of like if you can't aim and you can't hit me, this isn't fun, you know?
So you want them to try to be killing you?
I want them to be good at their jobs. That's all I'm saying.
But then you would die.
Well,
At least then they were good at their jobs.
yeah, exactly.
I suppose, anyway.
Side quests.
Oh, I love side quests. Adventure is so fun. Now, if it's like a really annoying side quest, oh, smash. Um, if it's a really annoying side quest that's like, what does this have to do with the story? Like, what happened to the original plot of the movie? Then it's like, where they're just like off. I don't know. It feels like a filler episode if it has like nothing to do with the plot or what's going on. But at the same time, like if it's like a really serious book or something, or they're on a really serious journey, like
Yeah.
with Avatar: The Last Airbender, you know what? He wanted to go and swim with the I don't remember what the animals were, but the things that almost killed him. And then he had to go and almost die in the battle. So
Hmm.
sometimes you just need a side quest and a filler episode in a book.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you have any examples that you've read so far?
Of side quests in books.
Yeah, because I can't think of any.
Well, now that you're putting me on the spot like this, probably something in Shadowhunters. I feel like they went
Yeah.
on a lot of side quests for just random shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Do I
That's
remember what
very
it
true.
was? Right now?
No.
No. But that's okay. If I think of one, I'll let you know.
Would having sex in a lake in hell be a side quest?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I
Okay.
That's about as side quest as it gets. That had nothing to do with what you were supposed to be doing, and you making your way to save people and not die, but you're like, you know what?
Now's a great time.
Now's a great time. I'm in hell. We will
YOLO.
probably die. We're virgins. Well, she was a virgin. I don't think that Jace was a virgin. I'm pretty sure he was not. Do I remember? No.
No.
But I'm pretty sure she was a virgin. And you know what? Yeah, let me lose my virginity in the middle of hell, next to a lake, on the ground, where there's
YOLO.
dirt. Ma'am, you could have got a UTI. and take it from someone who knows, that sucks. Really bad. I got a UTI from Disney last week. No, the week before. I got a UTI from Disney. Did I tell everyone that I was going to Disney? I don't
No.
know, but I went to Disney. I went to Disney World in Orlando, and I got a damn UTI. This face says it all.
I
Was it
wonder what
Disney's fault? Probably not.
I wonder what the health benefits for taking a bath in a lake in hell is. There's got to be something.
Health benefits? Probably none. Uh, health
Okay.
detriments? Probably a lot. The fuck? Health benefits. Are you got me fucked up. Goodbye.
Okay. Next one. Raised by wolves.
Pass.
Same. I think the only thing that really did that well was Tarzan.
Yeah, probably. I The only other thing I can think of, like book-wise, is like Twilight. Cause like,
Mm.
but the only one that really like was raised by wolves was like Seth, because he was like really young. The rest of them were much older before anything happened. I can't think of any books that I've read that's like, oh, they were feral and they were raised by animals. There was a manga that I read a long time ago called Beastmaster, where this girl fell in love with a dude who I think was raised by animals, and he was like feral. And then they integrated him into society, and it was just like really weird. And it
Mm.
was an odd manga, but I can't think of any like specific books that I've read that has that, but I don't think I would enjoy it. Um, I'm not a big werewolf or wolf person.
Well, it's not just wolves, it's any animal. The definition is a character who lost their human parents and was raised by animals. So that raises the question, would Cruel Prince technically fall under this category? Because they're not human. Would the Fae count as animals?
No,
You're taking the fun
absolutely
out of
not.
this.
You're gonna
They
tell me. You're
they've
gonna
got
tell
animal
me.
parts, okay?
You're gonna tell me you're gonna look at the Fae and how beautiful they are and all of their like beautiful appendages and their otherworldly handsomeness and faces and shit. You're gonna look at them and you're gonna tell me that they're animals? Absolutely not. They are a subspecies of human. They just are extra good looking and magical. But you can't look
Do
at them
you
and tell me they're
remember what
human,
Maddox
they're
looks
animals.
like?
Hell no, but that's
He's
fine.
he's green. He's like a goblin.
That don't mean that they're animals.
You're taking the
People
fun out of
can
this.
be people can be green too. What's wrong with being green? Racist.
That usually means that you have some sort of health condition that needs to be checked out, but who am I to judge?
Not everyone is healthy, Bethany. Some people have health problems. You of all people should know that.
Yes, but my health problems don't turn me green.
Well, how are we supposed to know that? We don't
Okay.
judge.
All right. So this one's kind of vague. Uh, aliens. Because I know how you feel about aliens, but there have been a few exceptions that I
There
know
have
of.
been a few exceptions. So, in general, pass. In general. So like I don't fuck with aliens. I don't like aliens. I have mentioned it before. Aliens are like my number one fear. I absolutely hate the idea of space and aliens, and they scare me so bad. And if ever the earth ends and we have to go into space to survive, I'm not going. I will stay right here and I'm going down with the ship. I'm staying with my cats. We'll see what happens. I'm not going into space. I'm not going anywhere near the aliens. I would not be the leader of the rebellion and save the day and, kill the aliens and save humans. That's not me. Okay? That is not me. That is not what I am capable of. I will not be doing that. So in general, pass. In books, it depends. What does it depend on? How human the aliens are. So, Ice Planet Barbarians, smash. Love Ice Planet Barbarians. They are basically humans. They just happen to be really tall and blue. They speak a different language because, that's just how space is. They got some funky stuff going on with their lower appendage, but they are basically human. They got horns, big deal. Big deal. I've read worse. I also read a book called Captive of the Horde King by, I cannot currently remember the author. That was okay. They were kind of annoying. There were also aliens on this other planet that were like lizard people that I wasn't really messing with. Now pass. Pass for the aliens in books. I read a book called Ensnared by Tiffany Roberts. And I remember the author because this book traumatized me. Am I saying that it is a bad book? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It just is not for me. I know people will go to bat for it because I'm not going to bash it in any way. It's about a spider alien. And I am very afraid of spiders. And TikTok told me that I needed to read the Spider Alien book. And it referred to his mandibles on way too many occasions. Did I think the book was super cool? Yes. The sci-fi was awesome. Being on a different planet, cool. They crashed their spaceship and she was in like a cryogenesis pod and there were like other people in pods and some people had died and there's like other beings on this planet and the spiders, they have a hierarchy and shit. But spider, alien, pass. Aliens are a very, very, very conditional smash.
That's very fair. I'm not
That was a rant.
I'm not too big on aliens myself. So, yeah, I don't really give it much thought, so I'm gonna say pass just because I don't think I've read books with aliens. So, yeah.
Probably not because you're normal.
Yeah. All right. Uh losing the ability to run. So like in horror movies when they trip. That doesn't really happen in books a whole lot, but
No.
if it were to show up in a book,
I would probably like it because I feel like it adds to the anticipation. Like I love chase scenes and I love
mm,
like really stressful stuff like that, like in The Maze Runner. And I just had one in Fourth Wing where she's like running to catch up to these dudes that are trying to kill a dragon and she has a health condition. It sounds very similar to Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, but she tripped over a log and she like rolled her ankle and it like snapped. And then she fell and then she stopped running. That was interesting and that was stressful. So I guess smash, I guess.
that's fair. Dysfunctional family. How do we feel about that? Are we tired of it yet?
I
I think it depends on the family and it depends on the book.
yeah, I Dysfunctional family. Who has a dysfunctional family? I keep going back to Shadowhunters because that's all my brain can conjure right now.
Clearly,
Twilight. Her mom was
that's definitely
terrible.
dysfunctional.
My mom was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Let me ship my daughter off to go and live with my ex-husband because I want to go and hang out with my cool new baseball husband. Whatever. Whatever.
And
Uh,
why Jacksonville of all places?
of all places. Of all
What?
places.
Why?
But
Baseball can't be that good.
no. But in general, I think pass.
Mm,
Pass.
that's fair. Um, Small towns.
Pass.
Yeah. I I associate small towns with soap operas. So, yeah.
I when I think of small towns, I think of like small villages and like but also, okay, whenever they're mentioning like small towns or small villages or shit in books, it's always, I'm not like the other girls. I'm from this teeny, teeny, tiny town that only has a population of 35, and we all marry our cousins. And the only thing we have to do is go to the corner store and TP people's houses.
Yeah.
We fell in love in the woods. He's my cousin by blood on my mom's side. But daddy, I love him.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm trying to think. I don't remember anything that worked with a small town if I've read any. I read one historical. It was a YA book, so that was the only reason I read it. Where she was in this small town and she was on like this pilgrimage thing and she was traveling with a bunch of people. So it wasn't set in a small town, but she was from a small town, but it didn't have any relevant to it. So, next on the generator, the unlikable victim.
Unlikable victim.
Yeah.
I
So,
hear
like the unlikable victim is someone who is an all-around jerk, but whoever is whoever made them a victim must still be brought to justice. The problem is everyone has a motive because they're just an asshole.
I can't think of anything for that. Do you know of any books with that? Divergent and Triss. She's a fucking victim to everything, and she just was not a likable character.
I yeah. Trying to think. My immediate thought is Galley from Maze Runner because I nobody liked him,
Yeah.
but that's really the only one that I can think of at the you haven't read the rest of the Unwind books yet, but Starkey, he
The
drives me
name
nuts.
rings a bell.
I have complained about him before. He grinds me fucking gears. Okay, moving on. Okay, we all know how we all feel about this next one, but enemies to lovers.
Bat smash. Bat, bat, biggest, hugest smash. Smash it with a fucking boulder. Smash it with a steamroller. A bulldozer. A semi smash. Smash.
I mean, I knew it was coming, but
Smash. Enemies to lovers is my favorite.
yeah.
I do enjoy like other tropes. Again, we've talked about how I'm easily pleased in the
Mhm.
past, and by the past, I mean last episode. And I just really enjoy enemies to lovers. I think that it makes things spicy, and like even if it's not spicy, like
Yeah.
Cruel Prince was not spicy, but they were enemies to
It
lovers,
adds
and
flair.
it adds flair. I was all over the enemies to lovers in Cruel Prince like white on rice. Okay.
Of course. Obviously. Duh.
Yes. If in real life, a dude were like mean to me, I'd be like, ew. But in books, I'm like, ooh. I say as my love story is enemies to lovers,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
He wasn't toxic enemies to lovers, though.
He was not toxic enemies to lovers. It was very
So,
brief enemies
yeah.
to lovers, but enemies to lovers nonetheless.
Hostage situations. How do we feel about hostages? I like hostage situations. I like the angst that comes with it.
Like the main character being a hostage.
I mean, it just says hostage situation. So I'm assuming that, like, any sort of hostage situation, I don't know. I'm assuming because if it's a hostage situation happening outside of the main character, how would we know about the hostage situation?
Well, maybe one of their friends is being held hostage. I don't know, man.
That's it.
Well,
It's vague. It just says hostage.
that
So,
that sounds dangerously close to kidnapping and stalking. So, we're gonna say smash. Smash. I would probably enjoy like a hostage situation in a book. I can't think of any right at the moment.
Hi, cool. Lunar Chronicles.
Yes. My brain went to Korra. Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
God. But
Technically, Cardin was a hostage.
he was indeed a hostage by Jude, and he was chained to a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
PETA.
a good hostage. PETA. Not that one.
No. Te
Not that one.
it's not even a technicality, but mayor.
That one. That one. So like Maven didn't do anything to Mare. Like, he made her say things and, he kept her in a cell, whatever. But he didn't do anything to her.
Yeah.
He just had her and didn't want her to leave and then was existing near her being hot. For PETA. PETA's bad. PETA's bad. PETA hostage situation was not good. It's bad. It's sad. He was tortured. He was brainwashed. And he didn't have any hot people near him. Just Snow. Now, was Snow hot when he was younger? Yeah,
I don't think
absolutely.
PETA was thinking about young Snow, though.
No, he just was being tortured. It would be very interesting to get a book from PETA's point of view. I have heard that there is a fan fiction
Mhm.
from PETA's point of view. Didn't you tell me about this? Was it
Yeah,
just
there's two.
specifically from him like being tortured or just like in general his point of view from like the whole series?
No, someone rewrote the entire series in his perspective.
I need you to find that again and send it to me
Okay,
so that I can watch it. Watch it, read it.
deal. Chekhov's gun.
I don't know what that is.
So it's basically when like you get like this random piece of information that kind of seems like a throwaway like backstory or something, and then it comes in full swing later. Kind of like foreshadowing, but like every single part of the story is important and there's nothing that's not important. I love it. I'd
I guess
smash.
Smash.
Mm,
I do really like foreshadowing because a lot of the time I notice immediately and I'm like, I see you
yeah.
doing things. Again, I can't think of any examples. I've had a really long week. I'm tired. When
I
am I
mean,
not
same.
tired? During one of these episodes.
Same. This definition says like a narrative principle that states that every element in the story must be necessary and irrelevant elements should be removed. So everything in the story, no matter what it is, down to like the hair color of a character, it's all important to like this one big thing.
Yeah,
I think
Smash.
it's great. I think it's a good like puzzle piece almost, kind of like a jigsaw puzzle in book form. It's great. I love it.
Examples that I'm thinking of because it's what I'm reading right now. Fourth Wing.
Mm,
In the very beginning, it mentions her hair color. Now, this initially, I was like, you remind me of Red Queen. It's like, it's straight out of Red Queen. So the
mm,
ends of her hair are like silver. And we know that Mare in Red Queen, instead of gray hair growing from the root, it comes up from the bottom. So that's essentially what this is in Fourth Wing for Violet. And it is alluded to several times. I do not know why or what it means, but it means something because one of the dragons calls her Silver One, and other people are like, "Oh, you and your silver hair." And I'm like, "It means something. I just don't know what the hell it means." But
yeah.
they're leading up to it.
There's something. There's something. Something. Unreliable narrators. Smash.
Smash. Unreliable narrator. Smash because what was the last book that I read with an unreliable narrator? Now I get sad. How Does It Feel by Janine O'Reilly had an unreliable narrator. Loved it so much. I've said that I haven't read very many of them, but I do enjoy it. And then I get sad because the second book literally sucked ass. If I had more books with unreliable narrators, I would definitely enjoy it.
Mm. The chosen one. The most common of tropes. How do we feel about it? Technically, you can't get away from the chosen one trope because they're in everything, especially in like sci-fi and fantasy, just because of like the circumstances. The protagonist is going to be the chosen one no matter what. But it's the ones that play into it that get annoying. So like Harry Potter, like that was the whole thing. Like, okay, we know that he's the chosen one. We can tell because he's the narrator, but you don't have to be so on the nose about it.
I feel like that's one of the most famous chosen ones, though.
Yeah.
But it was also like so long ago. So, in general, pass. Like, it really irritates me when it's really, really like, I'm the chosen one. I'm not like other girls. Like, it's irritating. It's so overdone. I can feel in my bones that Violet is going to be the chosen one in Fourth Wing. I can feel it in my
Yeah.
fucking bones. She's the
She's got silver
silver
hair.
one. She's got silver hair and she's got Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And she's so short and so small and can't ride on a dragon and blah 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 blah. She's gonna be the chosen one that saves the world.
Yeah.
I, in general, pass. If it happens, it happens because it's gonna happen. Am I looking for it? No. Do
Yeah.
I like it? Not necessarily.
Yeah. My One of the biggest books that I have beef with when it comes to The Chosen One is one of my favorite books, Maze Runner, because Thomas ends up being the cure for the flare virus. And I'm like, okay, that's, I mean, we saw it coming, but it's still, why did you
You
do
went
that?
through all of this for nothing.
So many people died. Do you know how many times I cried over someone in death care? I was so upset. Anyway, um, missing or absent parents. Another very common one.
I guess Smash. It happens so often that I'm just like, yeah, okay. You don't have
Yeah.
any parents. Big fucking deal.
Yeah. And when there are parents, 9 times out of 10, the parents are very annoying and you just want them to be dead.
Like Clary's mom.
Yeah.
This whole episode is about Shadowhunters, dude. That is literally all I can think of right now.
I mean, Shadowhunters hits almost every single one of these tropes in some sort of way. So it has the best examples. And again, dark family secret. Her parents were part of the circle. One of them is Valentine. It's a whole thing. How do we feel about dark family secrets? I think it depends on the secret.
Yeah, if it's something stupid.
Yeah.
But like for the most part, it makes things spicy
Hmm.
and it adds something and you're like, oh my God. I don't know. I'm thinking of like a very generic example. Your mom fucked the gardener. Uh, but like,
You're
yeah,
the
in general, I guess
milkman's
Smash.
child.
Oh my God, not the milkman.
Not the milkman. Body switching.
Smash,
Yeah.
smash. Especially when it's a romance novel. Have
Yeah.
I read one with body switching in a romance novel? I don't think so. But
I
would I
don't,
enjoy that? Yes.
yeah. I don't
Yes,
think I
I
have
would.
either. I don't think.
Have I read a book with body switching? I'm sure I have at some point. Books
There,
with body switching.
there's not, I haven't read it, but there is one. The main character didn't switch bodies with the other person, like with like their love interest or whatever, but they switched bodies every day. I think they made it a movie. What was that about? What was that? What was it called?
Every Day by David. I don't know if it's pronounced Leviathan or Levithan, but David Leviathan, Every Day. They did make it into a movie. I have not watched the movie because I already know that it's going to disappoint me. I absolutely love the book. I love the book. I got the sequel that I never ended up reading because I didn't care anymore. And then I ended up giving both of those books to Grace very
Mm.
recently. But I loved the first book. Yes, they changed into a different body every day, like a different person around the world and different ages and genders and whatever. And they couldn't stop it. Yes, smash, smash.
Smash.
Clementine is
Mm,
also very upset at the door now.
I think I already know
It,
what this next one's gonna be, but misunderstandings.
it very much depends.
Yeah. I think overall, like in general, pass, but if it's done well and it's an under and like it's something I can understand, like I can understand how you misunderstand that, then small smash. Teeny tiny itsy bitsy little smash.
If it's
But
in
no
like a
bitch.
YA, yeah.
It's gonna happen
I
anyway.
if it's in a romance novel, it really, really, really super, super just depends on like what it is. Because a lot of the
Yeah.
time it gets on my nerves and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's overused, especially in romance books.
the book Reckless by Elsie Silver, the fourth book in the Chestnut Springs series about the cowboys. I love Elsie Silver. Sponsor us, Elsie Silver. Oh my, I've sung her praises all over Book Talk. I love her books so much. Oh my God. But Reckless, there's a misunderstanding because the main character of the first book, Summer, she has a sister. You're gonna think this is stupid. The point is that it's stupid. Her sister's name is Winter
Mm.
for a reason. It is stupid, and they acknowledge that it is stupid. But her sister Winter is like a frigid bitch. She has a one night stand with a rodeo star, gets pregnant, tries to tell him, texts him, and his manager, well, no, I guess like his assistant or whatever in like the bull riding world has his phone and is like, don't talk to me. I don't care. So she assumes, oh, well, shit, I guess I'm just gonna be a single mom now and he doesn't give a fuck. She has the baby. And then I think they see each other again at the farm, and he's like, you have a baby. How old is that baby? When was our one night stand? You have a baby? Am I the dad? And she's like, yeah, fuck you. You're the dad. You told me to leave you alone. And he's like, what are you talking about? And then he finds out that the dude thought that she was lying about being pregnant with his child. And he fired him and was like, why the fuck wouldn't you tell me that she said, hey, I think I'm pregnant. I think it's yours.
Yeah.
Why would you block her number and not tell him? So then he missed like the first fucking 6 months of his child's life.
Mm.
And then he was an amazing father. We love Theo Silva. We love Theo Silva. Oh my God. He was an amazing father. Yes, and the dude got fired. But yeah, that misunderstanding, I remember I vividly remember reading this book, and I was on my couch and I was laying down and I had my feet propped up on the back of my couch and I texted you and I was like, I love Elsie Silver. Elsie Silver has never let me down. And
Mhm.
then maybe 10 minutes later, in all caps, I was like, Elsie, how could you do this to me?
Yeah, I remember that.
It was that book. That book was painful. I
Oh.
literally was like, why did you do that? What did I do to deserve this? Oh. So yes, that was a sad misunderstanding, but like it was a good one. It was understandable of a
Yeah.
misunderstanding. But there are
Yeah.
some where I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are we
Yeah.
upset? Why are we
Yeah.
literally what we explained the situation.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Especially,
about?
it's even more stupid when it's like an overhearing of a conversation and then they walk away before the conversation's even over and then they just get mad and leave. And I'm like, just either stay for the rest of the conversation or talk to them about it. Why are you acting like you're 10 years old?
Like, it's
So,
not your conversation to butt in on. This reminds me of the second season of Bridgerton when Kate, you have not seen Bridgerton, the people of the world have seen Bridgerton. Kate overhears Anthony talking about how like he is looking for like a particular type of woman to wed because he is a viscount, blah blah blah, and he doesn't want to wed for love. And one of the guys that he's talking to is like, "Oh, you need to get them home and they need to be wed, bed, and bred." Not exactly like that, but like that's essentially the gist of what he said.
mm,
And Kate overheard it and she's like, you're not fucking with my sister. And Anthony's like, that was not your conversation to hear. And she's like, it doesn't matter. You still said it.
yeah.
But that's not what he meant. It's
Mm.
kind of what he meant, but it's not what he meant. And then they end up falling in love, and it's super enemies to lovers. I love the second season of Bridgerton. I love it.
Yeah, I can see the eye twitch. It's the crazy eyes.
Love Bridgerton.
Okay, I know this one. I know this next one. Fated Mates. Smash. I love it. I
It
love it.
depends. It depends. Because we know that I read much weirder stuff than you do.
Yes, that's true.
If it's like fated mates with like werewolves and shit, pass. I really don't like books with werewolves. I really don't.
I mean,
Like,
it literally just says soulmates for the definition.
okay,
So,
soulmates, yes,
yep.
but like fated mates with like werewolves, no. Because like all he wants for Christmas is a fingerling. They were fated mates, and it was a fucking werewolf and a potato. Like, we're not doing this. Apparently, there's goddamn green bean shifters in that universe too that I need to read about. I don't know, man.
Oh my
I also
God.
read another series that they shifted into pastries. One of them was a croissant.
Did you read the balloon animal one?
No, I need to. That same author, she also wrote a romance novel about a door. It's called
Yeah.
Unhinged.
Yeah.
I think they fuck the doorknob.
Yeah.
She follows me on TikTok. I have mentioned that before. Her name is Vera Valentine. She follows me on TikTok. I enjoy her videos. I have not read a single book she has written, but I enjoy that she follows me on Book Talk. In general, Fated Mates, I guess Smash.
Mm.
Like I enjoyed it in Akatar. I can't think of any others right now. That's all I got.
Yeah. Well, your soulmates book.
That one in particular. So that one, I've talked about it before and how much it made me cry. I do enjoy Soulmates. I like that particular brand of Soulmates
Mhm.
because it in particular is showing the different lives of the soulmates. It's like, you might not be someone's soulmate just in one life. Maybe you're their soulmate in every life. But then what happens in the different lives? What if you don't get to be with them? What if it's fleeting? What if they die? What if you're different genders? What if, something really terrible happens in your life and things like that and you're like torn apart? It is it's such an amazing, amazing book. I will always plug it. Soulmates, A Metaphysical Love Story by Sarah Faith Sanders. That one's good. That one's good. Fated Mates in general, I guess, yes. Soulmates of that particular caliber, smash. Fated Mates with werewolves, pass.
End of the world. So, like, if the protagonist fails, the entire world explodes or something.
That happens a lot. It
Yeah.
reminds me of being the chosen one. Oh, I
Yeah.
have to save the world. Why is it up to you specifically? Why
Yeah.
you specifically?
Yeah. Is it really that bad if the world explodes?
Right? Who cares?
Yeah. You're telling me this one person has to save the world?
You're so special.
Yeah. Especially like it just makes me think like if you think about the people that you went to school with, if you had to like think of one of them of saving the planet, I would rather die.
Yeah.
I don't trust any of them.
No.
Okay. Next one, named like my name. So basically they are what they are named. So like um with that book that you mentioned, winter being frigid and cold.
Pass. It's too obvious. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really, like, you couldn't be any less creative. You literally went as basic as it fucking gets.
Yeah. The only one that I kind of liked, there was a show that I watched. I don't remember what it was, but it was an international show. But the character's name meant zero in whatever language it was, and they were like a nobody. And like the whole point of the show, because it was a limited series, so it only had a couple episodes, but the whole point of like the series was for this character to define themselves or learn that like their name doesn't mean that they are nothing. Which I liked. It was a good show. I'll have to find it. I want to rewatch it. But
I think in general, still just pass and meh.
yeah.
Meh.
Meh. Force proximity.
Smash.
Yes.
Immediate smash.
Yes.
Super smash. Not as smash as enemies to lovers, but it's in the top 5. It's in the top 5. I've read a lot of books with forced proximity.
Yeah.
It's in a lot of romance novels. Especially like fantasy romance novels. For A Deal with the Elf King,
Yeah.
ACOTAR,
Mm.
A Dawn of Onyx. That one I really enjoyed. They were in
Caraval
prison
technically
cells.
has force proximity.
Yeah, well, no one cares about Carol.
We care about Caraval. We don't care about the rest of the books.
I've read a lot of books with fucking forced proximity, dude. Yeah, big
Because it's
smash.
good.
It is.
It's good.
Stick them together. Make them bump boots.
Training sequence.
Smash.
Yes. Training
I
sequences are better than one day of training and suddenly they're perfect. So,
in Fourth Wing, it's like it has some training sequences. I wish for a little bit more detail because it's like skipping through time and like not talking about the different things that she's training on, but like we kind of know what she's training on, but I do wish that there was a little bit more, but it's not doing a bad job. But yeah, literally having one day of training and then bam, I can wield a sword like a master.
yeah.
Get away from me. Whatever.
Redemption arcs.
It depends on who it's for.
Yeah.
I would literally kill for a redemption arc for Maven Callor.
I knew that was
Like,
coming.
if Victoria could just like rewrite the series and give him a redemption arc, I would throw all of my money at it. You know, there might be a fan fiction somewhere.
There probably is. Let's type
Maybe
it
a
into Google.
spicy
It,
fan fiction.
it could be. AO3's got everything, so you know. Never know what you're gonna find.
Tamlin from A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Gross.
A lot of people really want him to have a redemption arc. That motherfucker is literally deplorable. He is awful. He is mentally, emotionally, and verbally abusive. He literally kept Feyre locked in the fucking house as she was wasting away to nothing. No, he does not deserve a redemption arc. So I would say smash with conditions. It depends on who it's for.
Smash with conditions. Next is a fake relationship.
Pass. Yeah. In most books that I've read where there's a fake relationship, I have not enjoyed it. And it just feels icky.
And that's
No.
fair. I In the books that I've read, I've liked it. So it's, I guess it's like an experience thing. So yeah, I've enjoyed it for the most part. Um, I think I think kind of like the better example is She Drives Me Crazy. I don't remember the author's name, but it's a sapphic romance. And um I don't remember why they start fake dating. I do. So the main character or the protagonist is trying to get her ex-girlfriend back. And she uses the popular cheerleader as a way to like get back at her and see like, oh, I'm desirable. You broke up with me and you lost this. And it was fun. I liked it. And then they fell in love and it was adorable and precious. I loved it. So
Yeah, bitch. You lost this.
yeah, that's essentially what it was. All right. Marriage of Convenience.
Smash. Smash. Smash that like button. Smash. Yes. Smash. I do enjoy a marriage of convenience. A deal with the Elf King, man. A deal with the Elf King.
Was that marriage of convenience or was it forced marriage?
Both.
I think every book in that series is
Some
considered
form of
forced
that.
marriage. Yeah.
I
But it's well done, so it doesn't matter.
I'm trying to think of the name of it. There's well, okay, so we're just going to talk about both. So I like Marriage of Convenience, and
Mm,
I also really enjoy forced marriage. I think I enjoy forced marriage more.
mm.
Smash. Super Smash.
Super
Uh,
Smash.
Super Smash. It's a book by Katie Roberts, The Dragon's Bride. So it's in the series A Deal with a Demon. They are sold to demons to give them an heir. I think they have to spend like 8 years with them or something, and then after that they win like their freedom. They've earned their freedom. So they are in a forced marriage and they earn their freedom after 8 years. But of course, in those 8 years, they all fall in love with the demon. And the first one is The Dragon's Bride. That one was interesting. That was my first dragon romance book. And I was like, oh, okay, I see, I see. What are the other ones? The other ones are The Kraken Sacrifice. I have read, I think that might be the only Kraken one so far. The Gargoyle's Captive. That is my second gargoyle book. The first one I did not like because it was super DDLG.
Okay.
I'm not, if you don't know what that is, I'm not saying the whole thing. You got to look it up yourself, and that it's not my thing.
No.
Come on, you're a gargoyle. Why are you being weird like that? And then the fourth one is The Succubus's Prize. There's one that says The Demon's Queen, but I swear that's not the one that I know of. And it's killing me. It's not coming out until next year, but I swear to God there was another one. Anyway, yeah. Dragons. Dragons, krakens, succubus, gargoyles. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Oh dear. All right. Dating as a bet. Hard pass.
super extreme biggest pass I've ever given in my life.
Yes. Like there's no redeeming that ever at
We
all.
all know what we're thinking of.
Yeah.
We all know. And if you don't know, because I know some of our viewers may not be super huge readers. After by Anna
Yeah.
Todd.
Yeah.
I read it when it was still a fan fiction on Wattpad and it was still Harry Styles. And I've mentioned it before. And the black t-shirt and the next to the lake and the bloody sheets. No. Anything that involves a bet is not good.
No.
I don't like it. I'm going to pass on it. It's annoying. Stop doing it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Because then the bet leads to miscommunication and misunderstanding, and I don't like them.
Yeah.
Pass.
And what's even worse about it is that that does happen in real life, and it's awful.
Like, why would you do that to somebody? That is so
Yeah.
mean.
People suck.
I just cut the wrong part. I'm an idiot.
Okay. Next one. Opposites attract. So like grumpy sunshine, rich poor, age gap, social statuses, stuff like that.
Depends. Big, huge age gap, pass.
Mm.
Regular age gap, smash. Grumpy Sunshine, super smash. Uh, what were the other ones?
Rich, poor, social status, like popular, not popular.
Rich, poor, take it or leave it.
Mm,
Social status, take it or leave it. In general, opposites attract, smash.
I agree. Let's see what amnesia.
Pass. Pass, super pass. Goodbye.
I I
Get
don't
out of my
like
fucking
amnesia.
face.
I don't like amnesia in books, but I like amnesia in fan fiction. I love amnesia fics. They're great.
Now
I
you
love them.
remind me of one of the saddest books I've ever read in my whole fucking life, and I probably didn't remember it until now because I blocked it out because it was sad, one of the saddest books I've ever read in my fucking life, which is Manacled by Sen Lin Yu, which is originally a fan fiction and is now being turned into an actual book called Alchemize, and it is based around amnesia and Hermione Granger and Draco Malfoy, and oh my God, it top 3 saddest books I've ever read. It made me cry so much. It's not even funny. I was dehydrated from how much I cried. And it centers around amnesia. Was it absolutely amazing? Yes. Did I love every moment of it? Yes. But in general, I hate amnesia.
That's fair. Damsel slash dude in distress.
Damsel in distress, I could probably pass. Dude in distress? I don't know if I've experienced many of those. I think I'd smash the hell out of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
badass woman coming to the rescue. Let me go save my man.
Yeah. So like biggest example that comes to my head is the Lunar Chronicles. So like Cinder saving Kai. Love it. Amazing. Fantastic.
Smash.
Smash. Incapable of love. Mm,
I'm not even giving an explanation. Pass.
I don't think it needs one, to be honest. Um,
Pass.
time travel.
I haven't read many books with time travel. I guess smash.
Yeah. The when I read that, the first thing I thought of was Kami-sama Kiss when Nanami goes back
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah, that was the first thing that I thought of.
Inuyasha. Oh yeah, big smash. Big smash. I can't think of
Yeah.
any books.
I mean, technically, they're books-ish manga, but
Mm.
I've read Kami-sama Kiss. That was a lie. I have read that, but I haven't read Inuyasha. So. Let's see. The Pure and the Promiscuous.
Yes.
Same.
If it happens, it happens. I'm not looking for it. I feels overdone to me, feels boring.
Yeah.
I don't care for it. Oh my God, you're so
I
innocent.
well, I think
I'm
they
gonna corrupt you.
yeah. They make too big of a deal out of it.
She's a virgin. She's never been touched. He's corrupting her. He's the bad boy next door. He's the leader of the motorcycle gang. Wears leather, and he's gonna make you his old lady, and you're a virgin coming from a cult, and he's the leader of the motorcycle gang that has a stutter.
That would be an interesting book though. So like a Mormon girl meets a motorcycle gang.
Hey Beth, I'm literally referring to It Ain't Me, Babe by Tilly Cole.
I don't remember any of the books that you read because they're insane, so I block them out of my memory. I don't remember what any of these books are called.
If if anyone is not sure what I'm talking about, please go and watch episode 3, Books We Have Beef With, where I literally go in depth for probably 20 minutes about It Ain't Me, Babe by Tilly Cole. She's not in a Mormon cult, she's in a Latter-day Saints cult. And literally she's kept like on this fucking compound, and then she gets out and then is in love with the leader of a fucking motorcycle gang. It is like the worst book I've ever read in my whole life. I hate it so much.
Okay,
He's a
I feel
leader of the
like
motorcycle gang.
if it had been done differently, it sounds like it would be okay.
The concept is there.
Yeah.
The potential is there. The execution,
No.
no. Absolutely not.
Love triangle. Hard pass. Hate them. Throw it in the fire. Into the pit. Die. Thank you. That is
Tell
my
us
only
more.
opinion. That is my only opinion on love triangles.
She's very vocal about how much she hates love triangles.
Hate it.
She absolutely despises love triangles. I could take them or leave
Despises
them.
them.
I could take them or leave them. Do I really like them? No. Do I hate when it pops up? Meh. Because, like, with the types of books that I read now as an adult, a lot of the time with the love triangle, it turns into a threesome. Um, or like a Why Choose book, which was previously known as reverse harem. That is now an outdated term, and people do not like for them to be called reverse harems because it is offensive. So, Why Choose? I think that in like manga and anime, it's still called reverse harem though. But like in books, it's Why Choose. So, like, love triangle is probably going to turn into she just gets with all of them. And you know what? Why not? Why not? You can't tell me what to
I
do.
Well, because love triangles are such a popular and like reoccurring thing, I can I don't like them. Like I still despise them with every ounce of my being, but I can kind of tolerate them for the sake of a book. Just 'cause like I know it's gonna happen. It's it's very I it's very unlikely that a love triangle is not going to happen. So I learn to deal with it and I'm not having a good time, but I will ignore it the best I can.
There is a love triangle currently in Fourth Wing, but it's not a triangle. The one guy's kind of just there. He's kind of just there, and he just
Just
really
there.
irritates the fuck out of me. Like, he's on Gale level
Mm,
of irritates the fuck out of me. I really don't like this guy. He's like really annoying, and I really want him to get the fuck out of here and leave me alone.
mm.
Uh, so, but he really, nothing's happening. He don't stand a chance. He don't stand a chance against Zayden Ryerson. Enemies to lovers. Yeah.
Okay. Discovering special powers.
If it's done in a stupid ass way, I don't like it. Like,
I mean,
I'm the
that's
chosen one.
yeah,
I'm the only Okay, I love Red Queen. I love Red Queen. I love Red Queen. I love Red Queen. I'm the only woman in the world who has purple lightning. Did she find out in a really fucking cool way? Yeah. That bitch got damn near incinerated on a fucking force field. She was half naked. Her clothes burned off. Wow, she's got lightning powers. It, but I'm not like the other girls. I have purple lightning.
yeah,
Whatever. But like in general, yeah, finding out they have cool powers. Yeah, because you know what? I would want to find out I had cool powers.
yeah. It's one of those tropes that like you can't really get around because it's going to happen, especially in like fantasy or sci-fi books, just because that's part of the entire genre. So you can't really get around it. You can't really avoid it. So you might as well just accept your fate.
It's gonna
So
happen.
it's gonna happen. So if you're gonna do it and you're going to do it, just don't make it stupid. Are there any characters you can think of that did have a stupid reveal of their magic abilities?
Larry. Yeah. Oh my god. I can write special runes. I can create runes. And I can save the world with my stele. Stele? Stele.
Silly.
And you know what? For years I called it steel.
I think a lot of people did.
My stele. Who the fuck is pronouncing it stele? It's fucking steel. Whatever, Cassandra. Miss Claire.
Miss
But yeah,
Claire.
Clary, and I can create runes. Whatever. Get away from me. Anybody
Yeah.
else?
You haven't read these books, but in the Gone series by Michael Grant, um, as the adults disappear, and the longer the kids are there, they start to develop special powers. I can't remember what exactly it was or who it was because it's been a long time since I've read these books. Um, but someone discovers their powers in a stupid way or like they develop them in a really stupid way. I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to look and I'm gonna have to mention it in an episode as soon as I remember it or find it because it drove me nuts. I was like, okay, that's a cool power, but that's really stupid. Like I'm bored with how you revealed this. Okay, cool, I guess. But
One that, not like an example of that, but like a trope that I'm thinking of that has not come up on your generator that we need to mention is slow
go for it.
burn.
Yes.
Smash.
Yes. Yes. Slow burn.
Smash.
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 Smush. Smash. Smash. Smash.
I my favorite slow burn, and I'm gonna praise this book series until I die, but Lunar Chronicles. I love it. Because all of them were, not all of them. Scarlet and Wolf happened pretty fast, but Cinder and Kai and then Cress and Thorn, slow burn. Love it. Amazing.
I read a lot of slow burns. Like a lot.
Yes.
Like a lot. And I never get tired of it. Now, the problem is that I read so many slow burns and I love the slow burns so much. And like, especially when it's in like an actual romance novel and we get to the spicy stuff, it'll be the whole slow burn. I'm like, yes. Ah. And then we reach the bump and uglies and then I get bored literally immediately. It's like it starts where it's going to happen and I'm like, no, I'm gonna walk away. So that's what happened with Whispers of the Deep.
Mm.
I am at the part where it is about to happen and I'm like, no, no, I'm gonna take like a 2 week break. And this happens very regularly for me now. Very regularly. Like I will take a break from a book as soon as it gets to the gritty bits. If it's a slow burn, I will have to take like a week-long break because I'm like, no, I don't care anymore. And then I get the ick. But I think the longest slow burn I have experienced was, and I've talked about how this is one of my favorite series ever, Maze of Shadows by Catherine Ann Kingsley. The first book is The Unseelie Prince. They didn't do shit for 3 books. And I was like, oh, when is something gonna happen? There's so much tension. Oh my God. Nothing happened until the 3rd book. And it was great.
Mm.
It was great. Yes.
Friends to lovers. I think it has to be done in a very specific way. And the only thing that, like, the one that I really like the most that you haven't read yet is Percy and Annabeth
I've heard of that.
or the
Yeah.
Percy Jackson because
Yeah.
they're 12 and they get older. So
Yes.
it works because they start
Yes.
off okay, so it goes from maybe not enemies, but like rivals, I guess, to friends, to lovers. And it's great. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
In general, friends to lovers just does not do it for me. Will I
Yeah.
avoid it? No. Am I still gonna read it? Yeah.
But you're not going to go out
And
of your way to find it.
no. The only example I can currently think of is Powerless by Elsie Silver. They are like childhood friends
Hmm.
because the main character, he is a hockey star. Well, the male main character, he's a hockey star. The female main character, she is a ballerina, I think. And she is getting married to a really, really horribly abusive dude. And her childhood friend, the hockey star, he's like, you know what? Nope. I'm gonna steal you from the altar. I'm gonna carry your ass out of here. We're leaving. You're not marrying him. You're gonna come and be with
Nice.
me. And then they become lovers after he hides her away from
Yeah.
her horrible, abusive fiance. Literally steals her from the altar. It
Hmm.
was fabulous. But yeah, am I gonna go out of my way to find friends to lovers? No. But I'll probably enjoy it. It's just, it's not my favorite thing. It doesn't super duper do it for
Yeah.
me. Like enemies to
You there
lovers.
there is one that I kind of remember. I haven't read these books. You have. You tell me how you feel about it. But Shadow and Bone, didn't they like wasn't that Friends to Lovers?
Yes.
Okay.
It was also a slow burn.
Mm.
And it was rifled with sprinklings of the darkling.
The Darkling.
Do do I in my dark romance girly heart think that she should have ended up with the darkling? Hell yeah. The darkling does it for me. Especially Ben Barnes as the darkling
Oh
does
yeah.
it for me.
Can't go
but
wrong with Ben Barnes.
in
But
general,
isn't that the point though? Didn't I forgot what her name was? Who is the author?
Lee Bardugo.
Yes. Didn't she say that the point of the books was to be like, oh, first loves aren't always the best one or something like that? Didn't she say that in like an interview or something? Am I making that up?
Probably. You might be, because I've never heard of that.
I swear I've seen it somewhere where she said that she did that on purpose and she didn't care that people were upset about it because they were missing the point.
Which is fine by me.
Yeah.
I prefer the Darkling. But Mal, I think he's a cutie patootie, and I think he really cares about her. That was a friends to lovers situation, but it was a very slow burn friends to lovers situation. And they also went through a whole lot in between there.
So it was kind of deserving in a way then.
Yes, they went through many things.
We went through many things. So it's by special request from Bianca, but one bed.
Smash, smash, smash,
Smash. Smash.
smash, smash. I love, I love, I hate when they're like, oh no, I'm God, they like get to like an inn or something, and it's always in like a fantasy fucking adventure novel, and it's like a romance novel, whatever. And they get to the middle of goddamn nowhere, and they're at this inn, and she expects it to be like one bed, and then he sleeps on the fucking floor or something, or uh, like one bed, and she's like, oh my God, we're gonna be sharing one bed, and then he's like, actually, I got us two beds. I got us two separate rooms, and I'm like, no, no, you're supposed to have one bed. You're supposed to cuddle and be butt buddies. I love one bed. I love it
There
so much. Because then it's like the first reveal of like, oh my God, he's shirtless. And oh my God, he sleeps naked. I also enjoy one horse. Do I think that it's fair for two people to be riding one horse? No, because that's heavy. I know horses are like 1,000 pounds, but no, you're too heavy for them. That's bad for their back. One of my favorite books is Black Beauty, and I will stand by that. Two people shouldn't logically be riding a horse. That's not cool. It's bad for their joints. But in general, I love the one horse trope. Just don't think about the logistics of it.
Um, okay, so I'm trying to find it. I took a screenshot of it, but it's so funny to me. So there is this TikTok that I saw about like parody tropes, where one of the examples was these two lovers are trying to be together, but there are too many beds. Ow, it it sounds so stupid when I say it out loud, but the concept, I have to find that TikTok again because it was so funny and I will send it to you. But it made me cackle because the comments were just filled of examples that were like, oh, these common tropes, but like in the opposite direction. And it was great. It was so funny. I have to find those comments again. I have to find that video. I'm trying to find it. It's in my phone somewhere. I'm so upset that I can't find it. I take too many screenshots. Anyway, moving on.
That is all we have for today, friends. Hopefully, you enjoyed hearing us talk about our favorite tropes, smashing, passing, leaving it to die in a horrible, horrible fire,
In a pit of doom.
a pit of doom in a volcano. And we will see you in the next episode. Check us out on Spotify. If you're on Spotify, check us out on YouTube. Then you can see my foster kittens, Fruit Punch and High C. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
I'll go bye.